Now it's O'Connell. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there again. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If you were asking him how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that keep it safe? That's what you do. The way to go. Shots, and my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was... to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jaden Daniels leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Rattler working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now O'Connell. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Abdullah. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
To throw here, O'Connell. Throw caught by Mayer. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Collier, and here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive with a duel-up. To about the 40-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And O'Connell now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Short throw caught by Bowers. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the 1st down. He did not. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for